This book is the only beautiful wall painting on Jiu Road. Blood and wood, jade, thunder, and formation of banana formation. Suddenly I felt a trace of quarter coming from deep in my soul. A strong bloodline power comes from Blue Star. At this moment, your heart is shaking because of your 10,000 years of achievements. Millions of years. As an example of always looking for the Blue Star. Just always get nothing. Now there is finally hope of returning to Blue Star. Of course you won't let it go. Only, how could that bloodline be? Finally came back. Unexpectedly, Blue Star has only passed 10,000 years ago. It's difficult for you to speak. There was a flash of surprise in the eyes. To know, from the time you traveled to the first level until now. But millions of years have passed. For people on the Blue Star, 10,000 years. It may be a very long time. But for you, it's just the blink of an eye. Zero air fusu. Dance till the end. Void resets to zero. Wanzu invasion. Only 10,000 years. Blue Star has undergone such a big change. Fine, the Dragon Kingdom is still there. At least it's not as negative as other countries. At this time, there are hundreds of countries in the entire Blue Star. After thousands of years, it has been negative. Only the Dragon Kingdom still exists. This is at least good news for you. Dragon Kingdom is your country after all. Your hometown. Naturally, you don't want to see that the Dragon Kingdom is the same as other countries. Rather than doing business. But why is my Shunnan there? Your eyes pass through the void. He instantly looked in the direction of Tianhai. The last sound disappeared in a blink of an eye. Tianhai style tomb house. Tomb Xiaohai watched his father's tomb collapse with excitement. Dad, how many stars do you think Xiaoyu is? Xiaoyu measured the 10 stars Tianfu. As soon as these words came out, the tomb of Xiaohai's father and the tomb of his second uncle. Everyone looked shocked. Xiaoyu, what your brother said is true. You really tested the 10 stars Tianfu. Tomb still can't believe it. My daughter actually tested out the 10 star Tianfu. This is 10 stars heavenly mansion. How much does the entire Dragon Kingdom have? I don't know how it could be. Maybe the test stone in our college is broken. Regarding the 10 stars Tianfu that I tested. Tomb Xiaoyu also couldn't believe it. I thought it was a test stone that was broken. After all, the final test of Jin Shilao was an explosion. Ha 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 ha, good. I didn't expect that the Tomb family would be able to give birth to a genius from 10 stars Tianfu. There really is a graveyard in heaven. Confirmed Tomb inverted shield stone release size. Very excited inside. Just give Tomb Xiaoyu some time. His Tomb family can definitely become the top family in the Dragon Kingdom. Who dares to look down on their Tomb family when they borrow food? Just before. He is still worried about the future of the Tomb family. Because yesterday the Wang family brought Wang Hu to complain about the invasion. I want Tomb Xiaoyu to marry Wang Hu. It's naturally too late for the Tomb. Who is Wang Hu of the Wang family? I was still basically clear throughout the day. How could he let his daughter marry such a person? The rejected Wang family naturally had no good feelings towards the Tomb family. Both inside and outside the words were threats to the Tomb family. And since the tomb of Ding Haishin Jinhong 100 years ago, the Tomb family. That is, after their grandfather died in a war between Shou and Chao. The strength and prestige of the Tomb family has plummeted. Now he is no longer a match for the Wang family. But how are you now? Tomb Xiaoyu is the emergence of new talents. It will definitely bring the Tomb family to a new level of age. As for the possibility that Tomb Xiaoyu mentioned that something went wrong with the test now. Tomb, on the other hand, was completely absent. After all, the age has been reduced since the void. It has been thousands of years since Wanzu invaded. There have never been any problems in testing so far. Naturally, he didn't think there would be any problems with Tomb Xiaoyu's test. Wu Huan immediately took care of everyone in the Ji Tomb family. No matter what they have on their hands. Everyone must come back before tonight to participate in the family business. Congratulations to Xiaoyu. Other side. The dean of Tianhai College also came to the home of the town chief envoy. Mad Dean, why are you free to come to my place today? It was the chief envoy of Tianhai City, Lu Zhanghua, who spoke. He is also the highest valued official in Tianhai City. In today's major cities in the Dragon Kingdom, they are all equipped with town chief envoys and town chief troops. Just to ensure safety in the city. Not cleansed by alien feet. The strength of the town chief envoy is also distributed according to the level of the city. For example, although Tianhai City is not as good as those first-tier cities. But one or the king of heaven at the real price enters the strong one. The status seems to be less than that of the military, but not as dangerous as the military. Lord Envoy of the town. My Tianhai College tested out a genius today. I came here to give a report to the chief envoy of the town. The Mad Dean said. I also took out a piece of information in my hand. Hearing this, Lu Zhenggua's eyes flashed with curiosity. After taking over the information with my skills, I started to appreciate it. The more I look at Lu Zhenghua, the more shocked I feel. When I see that testing is exploding because of testing nowadays. It also looks like the death of Dinghai. He looks like a crazy dean. After all, he asked seriously. Mad Dean, is everything in this information true? Tomb Xiaoyu who implemented his talent was enough to shock him. After all, there has not been such a genius in the Dragon Kingdom for more than 100 years. And the subsequent test exploded now. This made him even more unbelievable. The crazy dean doesn't know what the test explosion means. But as the chief envoy of the town, he knows very well. The test is now jointly produced by high-level officials of the country. In order to better detect the talent of these blood children. Under normal circumstances, even if it is used for 10,000 years, it is impossible for the explosion to occur even in the current test. Now there is only one possibility for this situation. That's Tomb Xiaoyu's talent. It's not just as simple as practicing talent. The current explosion in the test was precisely because it could not withstand Tomb Xiaoyu's talent. Thousands of years, the strongest person to appear in the Dragon Kingdom is Zun Zhijing. It is also a machine that they know can implement talent growth. For mirrors above the inherent mirror and talents above the implementation. They don't know anything at all. Naturally, it is impossible to create talents that can be tested and implemented above. But they all know that once the test is carried out, there will be an explosion due to the test. That means the opponent's talent is more than capable. This is one of the useless. This is why the remaining countries attach so much importance to. This Tomb Whisperer is very likely to become the first person in the Dragon Kingdom to surpass the followers' mirror quality. Lead the Dragon Kingdom to continue in this cheap era. In a quadrangle with an accuracy of hundreds of billions on a battlefield. Gather this group of white-haired warehouse workers. At first glance, there were at least a dozen people. A white-haired laborer opened his mouth to receive. Everyone, Tianhai is the news from over there. Compared to what you all received, right? Packed and received. I just don't know if this news is true. This news is too important to them. It is even too important for the entire Dragon Kingdom. There is no room for them to be careless. Should be true. This news came from the mouth of Lu Zhenghua, the head of the town of Tianhai. This man used to be one of my generals. He wouldn't joke about something like this. How do you think it should be handled? This is also the first white-haired laborer to speak. The detective said it again. I'm going to Tianhai, right? If that Tomb Xiaoyu really has more talent than solid, I will bring him precision and train him as a disciple of Qing Chuan. However, the sound has just fallen. Once again, a working man stood up and said so. The old guy is more beautiful than he thought. Don't think you have any ideas. I have no idea. If I want to go, I will go too. I accept this Qing Chuan disciple. Bishidian. Everyone present except the white-haired worker on guard. It's all normal again. There is no strong demeanor at all. The white-haired laborer is helpless at the current situation. Okay. Stop fighting. You can go with me, the third child. But after all, this person is my Dragon Kingdom travel attendant. The first solid or above talent. We old guys have no self-esteem and it would be disrespectful for others to do so. After coming back, let's cultivate together. Try to let him break through to the level of the Venerable in the shortest possible time. Tianhai is the tomb's home. Tomb Shioda, the old man of the Tomb family, is sitting at the top. On both sides of the 7 are the tomb passages. Tomb destroyed, tomb horizontal, for brothers and sisters of great sin, and the wives of the 3 people in the tomb passage. Offline is the Tomb Xiaoshui of the younger generation. Tomb Xiaohai. Tomb Xiaoyu and Tomb Hang's youngest son Tomb Xiaofan. Tomb family has always been unpopular with people. In the entire Tomb family, there are only 3 generations of Tomb Shioda. Of course, this is not because Tomb Shioda has no brothers and sisters. But 100 years ago, Tianhai encountered a once-in-a-century tide. At that time, Tianhai was full of dead and wounded people. Several of Tomb Shioda's brothers and sisters also died at that time. Because the Tomb cultivators at that time were still in primary school, she was desperately protected by her father and several brothers and sisters. This allowed Tomb Shioda to survive. It can be said that the current Tomb family exists today entirely because of the virtues of Tomb cultivation. If there was no Tomb cultivation, the Tomb family ceased to exist 100 years ago. The first person to speak was the third brother Tomb Hong from the Tomb house. Brother, why are you so anxious? You must let me come back now. Tomb Hong just finished speaking. Tomb Xiaoshui, who was next to Qi, only continued to complain. Yes, uncle. Our college has something to do tomorrow. If you have anything, just tell me quickly. There will be times when I have to rush back. Okay, don't worry. I'll call you back this time. Of course I have something important to tell you. Xiaoyu has graduated from high school. I just tested my talent today. His talent will surely surprise you. Hear what my uncle said. Tomb Xiaoshui suddenly felt relieved. Uncle, just ask me to rush back from East Vietnam for this matter. Although Tomb Hong is not in a hurry. But if it's just a test of talent, it should not be enough to let his elder brother bring him from the war zone to the church. Big brother, Xiaoyu tested out a few stars of talent. At this time, the wife beside the tomb, Wei Shuhong, whispered to the tomb. Tomb horizontal. Xiaoyu is a real talent. What did you say? A moment on the tomb floor. Started fighting from his seat. Face full of incomprehensible shape. And Tomb Xiaoshui also discussed it on the spot. His sister Xiaoyu turns out to be a real talent. Is this true? At this time, the old man from the Tomb family laughed loudly. It was also spread. Ha 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 ha. Tomb family finally gave birth to an incredible genius. This is a blessing of ancestors. This time I want you to come back so that we can discuss it together. What should we do after the light rain? People look at each other in classical Chinese. This is the first time that serious talent has appeared in their Tomb family. They don't know how to cultivate well. A gift of solid talent. Grandfather, I think we should let Xiaoyu go to Kyushu heavy snow. Go to Kyushu heavy snow with Xiaoyu's solid talent. Absolutely no problem. There. Xiaoyu can definitely get the best training. Kyushu Gashu and milk is now the best snow in the Dragon Kingdom. Yukiko who can snow heavily in Kyushu. It's all about talent and waist pinching. The worst Yukiko is a 6-star talent. 7-star and 8-star talents. Shuazi can be seen everywhere. Even those with 9-star talents are no longer a minority. Peichi, big brother, I think Xiaoyu should be allowed to join the army. Only in the military can development be faster. Those who have not reached the level of strength will also be faster. Tomb Hong also expressed his thoughts. However, Tomb Hong directly denied what Tomb Hong said. Although joining the army is the fastest way to advance to the 5th level, it is also the fastest growing path. But it is undeniable that joining the army is also the most dangerous. Basically, I deal with those horrible first clan members every day. What if something unexpected happens? The Tomb family cannot afford this result. It's not easy to develop a solid talent. As a result, it hasn't grown up yet. He died in the war with his clan. How can this be done? Bishidian. Everyone started to divide their opinions on Tomb Xiaoyu's future. Just when everyone is having a round, a young man has unknowingly arrived at the home of the tomb owner. Appeared in front of everyone. Who are your ancestors? I want to hear the cold voice in the tomb hall. Let everyone in the tomb family suddenly drink. Who? The tomb was repaired so that his expression remained unchanged. Quickly looked towards the door of the hall. Who are you? Why does it appear at the tomb house? However, you said nothing. Move gently in small steps. At the moment when everyone in the tomb family had no time to react, appeared in front of Tomb Xiaoyu. A hand has even been placed on Tomb Xiaoyu's shoulder. Saw the scene. When the tomb was repaired and the tomb arrived, everyone was immediately impressed. Tomb River was born quickly. What are you going to do? Let go of Xiaoyu. The tomb repairer's face changed wildly. You didn't pay attention to the Tomb River. How many people were repairing the tomb? The moment you come into contact with Tomb Xiaoyu, your heart is completely unsettled. Because the blood in Tomb Xiaoyu's body is clearly buried. It's your blood burial in heaven and earth. Although it was only less than 1/10,000th of the number of people alive. But it's really you. You thought this would be the home where your blood was buried. Maybe the responsible parent within you says. But now, you know not at all. Because if this tomb is the blood burial left by your parents, at most, these people are buried in the same grave as you. There is absolutely no way it will kill you and bury you in blood. But now the dead girl has clearly been beaten into your blood. That is to say, these people are all your descendants. But how is this possible? When you accidentally traveled across time, you were an orphan. Not married at all. Where did the descendants come from? This moment, even if you have become heaven and earth, you still can't understand it. Still alone to this day. But found that there were so many more descendants. I saw you suddenly fell into confusion. Tomb Shioda also had a flash of death in his eyes. The hand is in secret sequence. Die to me. But with the construction of the tomb, a lifelong river. His shadow flashed. A palm moves toward your chest. But the person he faced this time was the number 1 person in the Hundun world. The first princess of the Ninth Hand's heavenly palace. Brother Jopin Tiandi Tomb. When this handheld device from Tomb is on your chest, the imagined scene did not appear. The white room is like a stone city and a sea, and there is no machine like Poland. How is it possible? Tomb Shioda's attack also brought you back to your thoughts. You just agreed gently. The tomb was so repaired that the whole person retreated to the original place. But not injured. Anyway, at least from what you know now, these people are all your descendants. Of course you can't hurt them. The tomb of the god who passed by was repaired to look like you asked again. Who is under the grid? Why did you come to my tomb house? Rest assured, I have no future for you. I came to Ciji to pick up the one in my heart. The sex in your group is common. As soon as these words came out, everyone in the tomb family looked miserable. Half reward, or should the tomb repairer be able to stand up? Our tomb family members are naturally all about sex. My father's name is Tomb Hong. My grandfather's name is Tuman. Grandpa's name is Tomb Fei. It's a sign that you don't have a clue. Too close. What I want to know is long lasting. Who was your tomb family member 10,000 years ago? Everyone in the tomb family is waiting for you immediately. Who can remember this time 10,000 years ago? Not to mention that the tomb can be repaired. I'm afraid it's the grandfather who repaired the tomb. Grandpa, they are still using it. It's impossible to remember, right? The tomb repairer had a wry smile on his face. If I hadn't known you were too strong. He almost wanted to scold his mother. Gusya, aren't you making things difficult for us? What was so long ago, 10,000 years ago? How could we possibly know? I heard what Tomb Shioda said. You also reacted. This is launching. It's not money for messing around. Even if Ling Chi possesses Su, he can practice dance. It's just adding a few hundred years to your life. For what happened 10,000 years ago? It's really impossible to know what's right. I remember when I was a child. My great-grandfather said, our tomb family can exist because the wife of an ancestor of my tomb family. It is said that something happened at Langsingdang at that time. Our ancestor died in the hands of those arts. If it weren't for this ancestor's wife, gave birth to a son, my tomb family in the 4 frontiers has continued my thought. The current graveyard probably no longer exists. This is if it is true. Even if it's not 10,000 years from now, it must have been thousands of years. He only did this by chance. I know it from his great-grandfather's mouth. As for whether it is true or false, he doesn't know either. But when you hear this, the whole living area was really shaken up. The continuation of thoughts is also instant. Just return to launching thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago, you are still an ordinary college student on launching. Living an ordinary life cannot be an ordinary life. While going to school, I still have to make money to pay for tuition. But luckily, you met a girl in college. Two people chatting happily. Often play together. Over time. Naturally, the two of them have been in love for a long time. After that, the two established a romantic relationship. That time. It can be said to be your happiest time. This is also the first time I have experienced the sweetness of love. One night the two had sex. Just as the two of them were looking forward to the future. The girl's parents found you. The purpose is self-evident. Let you leave their girls. It was also at this time. You finally know the girl's family background. His father turned out to be a doctor. My mother is the president of a $100 billion group company. Leave my daughter. This million is yours. The girl's mother slammed a check on the table. Shang-Chi dropped these words and turned around to leave. Try your eyes. The house hunting in your heart makes you don't know what to do. At last, you pick up that check and give it to me privately. You decided. Parents of girls who help girls leave girls. Because you know, a girl who follows you will never be happy in her life. Who made you a useless pothole? You can't give a girl happiness at all. The next few days, you left the city where you have lived for 20 years. You don't know what will happen to the girl after you leave. Maybe sad. But I guess I'll only be sad for a few days at most. The girl's parents will definitely comfort the good girl. After all, the two of them had been hiding things together for only a few months. Just a few days after you left the girl. Just because of an accident, I traveled to opinion. This matter has always been buried in your heart without thinking about it. Until now, when you return to the Southern Star 10,000 years later, when you discover your own offspring. The same scene happened thousands of years ago. Burning in your memory. It can still emerge slowly. XINR, is it you? At this moment, there are a few tears sliding down the corners of your eyes. I thought that after leaving that year, XINR will definitely find a well-matched person to marry. Then life and death. But I didn't expect. After that time, I actually had your child. Even gave birth. Let your blood continue to this day. You can imagine how helpless I felt during that time. The sadness in this. I'm afraid except XINR herself. No one can understand it. I'm sorry. I came back late. At this moment, there seems to be an unknown road in your heart. Not directed at anyone. It's a promise to yourself. If you could come back early. Live your life if you didn't choose to leave. Will XINR know how to stop suffering like this? Pity. Nothing if. It's a long way from now. 10,000 years have passed. Seeing you suddenly become silent. There was also a look of fear and a hint of separation on his face. Mushoda also became a little confused. Are you okay? Nuziyu's words interrupted your thoughts. You still look around. I found that everyone in the Mu family was nervously forgetting to give. As if they are afraid of what you will do to them. I'm fine. You are the person with the highest ranking in the Mu family now. Return, back to preparation. But for your words. But he didn't dare to resist. You can only walk obediently. Next moment, you pointed your finger at Nuziyu's head. Moved into the body of Mushoda, who was instantly silent in the white light. With white light entering the body, Mushoda suddenly burst out with a powerful aura. Shocked Mushoda and others to shame. Photograph, what happened? Nuziyu and others looked shocked. Mugwang stared closely at his father. Directly Mushoda's dance reached the moment of cultivation. It actually improved like crazy. Bulk is the pinnacle. Leaf this, King of Heaven, the Yellow Emperor. Suction time. Mushoda's dancing skills were promoted to the peak of the Supreme Master. Reached the highest state of China today. And Mushoda's appearance. He also quickly became younger from an old man. He looks like he is 30 or 40 years old. Fortunately, only the Mu family are here now. Otherwise, if this news gets out, I'm afraid that the whole country of China will not know about lung swelling. In the meantime, let a big sect break through to the peak of the Venerable One. What a harmful feeling this is. Photo, this is the end of His Majesty. The Venerable One is still at his best. Senior. Nuziyu is the lowest in the league. I have now reached the peak of the Supreme Being. The venerable person that others have never dreamed of can be easily achieved by doing one's best. Can't believe it. The Mushid Alliance reacted and knelt down towards you. He doesn't know why you helped like this. Help the Mu family. But this move is a huge favor to the Mu family. When they have absolutely no protection. Great kindness from seniors. My Mu family has nothing to repay. Finished. Mu Shoda was drinking and eating in front of Mu Chudao and the others behind him. Why don't you kneel down? Thank you for your kindness, senior. Mu Chudao and others heard what their father said. They all knelt down too. Said with conviction. The children of the Mu family would like to thank their predecessors for their great kindness. Get up, everyone. You gently shake your hands. Mu Shoda and others were abandoned by an irresistible force. This gives everyone a deeper understanding of your power. Especially Nuziyu. You must know that he has now broken through to the end of the Venerable. However, when facing you, he can clearly feel how wonderful he is. At that time, in addition to raising your realm to the highest level, I also taught you a technique I practiced in your mind. You only need to go to the end of the ink wall to feel it. You can also teach them this skill. But you have to remember that it can only be passed on to the children of the Mu family. If I find out that this practice is spread, don't blame me for being ruthless. The exercise you passed on to Mushoda is the exercise you have been majoring in. Because of the reincarnation of heaven and earth, it is by relying on this technique that you have reached your current state of heaven and earth. It can be said that you have practiced the skill to the point where you are an adult. Except for yourself before this. This technique has not been taught to anyone yet. Even your 9 Qingchuan disciples, you haven't passed it on to them. It's not that you're hiding something, but this skill is created by a good body. Only you can cultivate successfully. And everyone in the Mu family is your descendant. Lying full of your blood. Speaking of which, there shouldn't be any problems with practicing this technique. But to what level can we reach in the end? That depends on their respective talents. Senior, don't worry. Except for the children of the Mu family. We will never spread this skill to others. Senior, can I ask you a question? Why do you help our Mu family so much? Hualuo Mushoda looks at you nervously. I feel a little bitter when I smell you. Because of my mind. As soon as these words came out of the air, Shanjian became quiet. Mushoda and others are also full of gold hunger. Just looking at you with such sincerity. Senior, are you an ancestor of the Mu family? My identity. It's not the time for you to know yet. You just smile. I am not prepared to tell them my identity. First, even if I say it, they probably won't be able to understand it. Secondly, of course you think it's completely unnecessary. After all, for Nuziyu and the others, your identity is too far away. It's so far away that there's no mood at all between the two. You help them. It's just because they are his descendants. Just dead gold. To say there is something else. Those are the people. They are the descendants of him and his biological children, even if it's for my own children. You will also help them without hesitation. How many of you? Come over. Then you looked at the younger children of the Mu family. Putting his hands on the shoulders of the 3 of them. After cheating customers, you took your hand back a little disappointed. I sighed in my heart. He comes. The three of them did not inherit my declaration of heaven and earth. In other words, there is only Mu Xiaoyu in the entire Mu family. One person inherits your heaven and earth propaganda. This is for you. You take out a ring and throw it to Ma Xiota. Here are some cultivation resources. You can use it. Train them well. The bloodline of the Mu family is not that simple. After you finished speaking, your voice slowly disappeared. Construction and decoration. Mu Xiota felt lost in his heart. He still wants you to stay in the Mu family. Then Mu Xiota turned to Mu Lu and several people congratulated him. No one is allowed to tell anyone what happened tonight. Otherwise, the family method seems to be good. A few people had a brief discussion. Later, they joined forces to blindly make a sound. Yes, father. You guys don't know how to rest first. Wait for me to pass on the skills passed down to me by my seniors. I'll pass it on to you after I get off the super road. But just when everyone was about to disperse. Indeed, they found Mu Xiaoyu who was standing aside. Disappeared. This kid has great talent. Follow me from now on. You don't need to worry. In the bustling street. People coming and going. The next day. A special plane flies directly to Tianhai, which is the blessed place of the chief envoy of the town. The old man by Ming slowly walked down from it. Behind him comes a hard to win. Below Tianhai is the town's chief envoy Lu Zhanghua. Already waiting very close. When he saw the old man arriving, Lian Blind stepped forward to greet him. Tianhai is the chief envoy of the town, Lu Zhanghua. Met Mr. Wang. Mr. Wang is the third elder of the Presbyterian Church from Kyoto. Wang Ning. Zhanghua. You should know the purpose of my coming here. No more nonsense. Take me to see that girl quickly. The Mu family at this moment. After what happened to Zuowan. All the Mu family members are full of joy. We are full of expectations for the future of the Mu family. Mu Hong, the third son of the Mu family, had returned to Zhan early in the morning. After all, he came back from temporary leave. Still can't stay at home for a long time. Mu Xiota, the old man of the Mu family. After being promoted to the Zunji realm by you, I chose to retreat that night. Stabilize your own realm. Head of house, the chief envoy of the town is here. At this moment, the housekeeper of the Mu family came to Mu Dao's bedroom. Report to Mu Dao. After hearing this, Mu Dao's heart already. But soon, Mu Dao figured it out in his heart. I'm afraid I came here for Xiaoyu. When the Mu family heard that Mu Dao had arrived, they faced Lu Zhanghua. Stay in Zhanghua and live a life of filial piety. Took a step back. Let Mr. Wang's figure come out. Mu Dao's heart already. Who is this Mr. Wang? He actually made the chief envoy of Tainhaishi pay compensation to him. Mu Dao met Mr. Wang. No need to be polite, Master Mu. Mu Di where I came here. Presumably the head of the Mu family should know clearly. Hearing this, Mu Dao's heart moved slightly. Mr. Wang came here for his daughter Mu Xiaoyu. That's right. I am here just for Mu Xiaoyu, the daughter of the head of the Mu family. Mr. Mu, you gave birth to a good daughter. The gift of transcending the timeline is obtained by Yang Yan. Since the revival of the Blue Star Forest system for thousands of years, our entire country has never appeared before. In the future, he will definitely become the mainstay of our country. You can even save me from the fire and water. Nowadays, Daxia is facing the invasion of all races. It has reached a point of extreme excitement. The sound of security in China is just an illusion. There are conflicts everywhere abroad. Especially Beijing. Just before he came to Tainhaishi, the Presbyterian Church received urgent news from Beijing. One of the 10,000 languages have launched a large-scale attack on them. Stop it. 3 of Beijing's top 10 respected people have been banned. The remaining 7 people are also attacked if they have more or less goods. According to the news from Beijing, if you support Beijing every day, at most 3 will appear in rotation for the entire Beijing. If Beijing takes turns, that would definitely be a devastating disaster for Daxia country. No one wants to see the scene. So the entire presbytery will be needing Mu Xiaoyu who suddenly appears. It's all for the future. Because this is the only talent in Daxia kingdom that goes beyond execution in thousands of years. It is also the only existence that has the hope of stepping into the Supreme Forbidden City. As long as Mu Xiaoyu can step onto the Supreme Forbidden City, then all the crises that Daxia country is facing now will arise. Although it is a long time. But as long as there is hope, they won't give up. Hear what Mr. Wang said. Mu Dao suddenly passed by. Wang Lao Xiaoyu, isn't he practicing talent? The head of the Mu family is not a talented person compared to his daughter. But implement the above. In the history of Daxia, there has never been a talent above the execution level. Therefore, the highest talent that can be tested today is to practice. But if the test explodes now, that means there is talent above and beyond implementation. This is not true. Mr. Wang's patient explainer. This is Mu Dao. After all, he is Mu Xiaoyu's father. If it were anyone else, it's impossible for Mr. Wang to say so much. After hearing this, Mu Dao was shot and deliberately. Unexpectedly, the test exploded today. It turns out to represent the talent of practicing the above. The head of the Mu family, I am the elder, and the third elder is Wang Nen. After the unanimous decision of our elders, I hope that the head of the Mu family will allow me to bring Mu Xiaoyu back to Kyoto to train him. Mr. Mu, don't worry. We will definitely train this kid Xiaoyu as a Qing Chuan disciple. Try to let him break through to the level of dignity as soon as possible. Become the first person in my country. I heard Mr. Wang's purpose of coming here. Mu Dao suddenly. I really don't know how to answer. If it were before this happened to his Mu family, he will definitely be excited. Can be trained by elders. Not everyone can have this opportunity. But now even if he wants Xiaoyu to return to Kyoto with this Mr. Wang, he can't do it either. Wang Lao Xiaoyu him. He is no longer at my Mu's house. Death comes out. Mr. Wang's eyebrows are heavy. There is a trace of darkness in my heart. Mr. Mu, you should understand. Because of your daughter's talent. Because only in our Presbyterian Church can we get better development. I hope your Mu family will never keep things to yourself. Mr. Wang, don't get me wrong. It's not that our Mu family doesn't want Xiaoyu to go to the elders' home with you. It's just that Xiaoyu has been taken away by a senior. As for where he went, even I don't know. Was taken away. Who is? Mr. Wang's face gradually turned gloomy. Feel sorry, Wang Lao. We don't know who that senior is either. But Mr. Wang, you can rest assured. That senior is very powerful. Xiaoyu will definitely not ignore his talent when he is by his side. Strong. It's just nonsense. The owner of the Mu family. I advise you to teach Mu Xiaoyu back as soon as possible. Otherwise, this talent that is more than solid will be buried. Mr. Wang is really sorry. Even if I want to teach Xiaoyu back, I can't. The senior did not leave any contact information. I have no idea how to contact them. It's better than nothing. Next moment. A poisonous and respectful aura. It is also unnatural to have it come from one place in his body. Change the momentum towards Mr. Wang. Mu will reach the point where his whole body was blown away in an instant. Fortunately, this momentum is just a flash, but Mr. Wang quickly shut up his face. Otherwise, even if you don't die, you will still be seriously injured if you dance to a certain level. Mu came over with his gun drawn. There is still a trace of blood at the corner of the mouth. Mr. Wang is apologizing and asking you to take a trip. At the same time, the backyard of the Mu family. The old man of the Mu family is so embarrassed that he has no place to live. The dead guest is so ashamed that he is in retreat. Be familiar with your current state. And explore the skills you taught him. Monthly exploration. I was so embarrassed that I was shocked. The technique you taught him is too powerful. Completely beyond his understanding. Jing just practiced for a while. He clearly felt that the current state is all evil. He even felt that as long as he followed the rules of this exercise, to practice, less than a year, he can break through to the compliance level, reach above those who obey. This technique of mine was taught to me before. What kind of extremely different technique is it? It's so scary. At this moment, my face turned sticky with embarrassment. This is the momentum of those who obey. How come someone who obeys and enters the strong world appears in Wu Chang's house? No time to think too much. Mu was so embarrassed that he walked away towards the Mu family. Avoid cold voices. Thinking of it while listening. Who's next? I don't know why my Mu family is like this. As the sound falls, a shy voice. He also appeared in front of Shigito slowly. Seeing Mu was so shameful, Mu Bume came forward and asked, Dad, why are you here? How about you, Wu Dao? Seeing the injured Mu Budo, Muda's face gradually turned gloomy due to embarrassment. I won't come again. Doesn't my Mu family have to be demolished? This ran. I don't know where my Mu family offended me. I actually let you, a strong follower, get cleared. Talking. Mu Guang, who was so embarrassed, looked at him slowly. When Mu Shade appears, Mr. Wang is not only determined. Tianhai is nothing more than a secondary city. There will actually be a follower. I didn't expect that. There are actually followers in your Mu family. It was indeed an eye-opener for me. The full formation fruit behind Mr. Wang. And the inner meaning is hard for you to hear this. They were all equally surprised. Especially the full formation fruit. The official history of being Tianhai. Not to mention knowing Tianhai well. But what kind of strength is the Mu family? He still knows. This is the strongest person in the Mu family. Isn't it just a mass-style machete? When did a follower appear? Lu Zhenghua looked so embarrassed. Don't look at it, it feels more familiar. You are the old man of the Mu family. At this time, Mu was so embarrassed that he also saw Lu Zhenghua. It turned out to be Lu Zhenshou. Lu Zhenshou didn't know what this meant. Who is the dead person? Lu Zhenghua hasn't spoken yet. Mu Wudao had already stepped forward and explained to Mu Di. Dad, this is the third elder of the Presbyterian Church. I came here today to take Xiaoyu back to Kyoto. After listening to Mu Wudao's explanation, Mu was so embarrassed that the anger in his heart subsided instantly. Saying this to the third elder. It turned out to be the third elder of the Presbyterian Church. I am so ashamed. I met the third elder. The Presbyterian Church represents the pinnacle of dance in Daxia country. Even if he is now the top follower. I don't dare to have a head-on confrontation with the Presbyterian Church. What's worse, can Daxia country have the comfort it has now? It's all thanks to the Presbyterian Church. For the people of Daxia. It can be said that the people of the Presbyterian Church are people who respect the public and respect the hammer. Even if you die, there will be no consequences. Third elder. It's not that our Mu family doesn't want this child Xiaoyu to go to the Presbyterian Church with you. It's really Xiaoyu that he was taken away by a senior. Even I don't know where the senior is. I'm really sorry. Mr. Mu. I don't know who the senior you were talking about is. With your supreme strength, do you still need to call each other senior? Wang Yanmu was so embarrassed that he kept smiling bitterly. Third elder. Even I don't know who the senior is. But the opponent's strength is completely worthy of my praise. His lifetime predecessors, however, for Mu Shade's words. Mr. Wang doesn't quite believe it. Mr. Mu is exaggerating, right? After all, you are also the pinnacle of obedience. If the other party is strong, how strong can it be? Could it be that the opponent's strength is still higher than that of the follower? Third elder. Although I don't know the specific realm of that senior. But I'm sure. That senior's strength is definitely superior to those of the followers. There is no doubt about this. Mr. Wan Wang sneered. Obviously he doesn't believe it at all. There will be people among the people who can break through to those who obey. Even if there is, that would only be wearing hands in his presbytery. Never mind, since the girl was taken away. Then we can only hope that the person who took him away can train him well. Otherwise, no matter who the other party is, our Presbyterian Church will never let him go. The Lumbar inversion that goes beyond solid talent. This is his great hope. The Presbyterian Church will never give up easily. He has decided, after returning to Kyoto, convene a meeting immediately. Launch a nationwide search for the other party's plan. After saying this, the third elder was ready to leave. He wants to return to Kyoto as soon as possible. Tell the Council of Elders the news to the Imperial Lord. In front of the third elder. Just then, Mu Shioda was born and stopped Sister Wang who was about to leave. Is there anything else that can happen to Mr. Mu? I know that this time the third elder. I came from Kyoto specifically for Xiaoyu. Although Xiaoyu can't follow the third elder to Kyoto. But Xiaoyu also has an older brother. He hasn't tested his talent yet. I think since Xiaoyu has a talent above solid level. As Xiaoyu's brother. Even if his talent is not as good as Xiaoyu. Thinking about it, it shouldn't be much worse. I don't know what the three elders think about it. Because of the gold test explosion. Mu Shioda felt that Xiaoyu's talent was. It should not be much worse than Museo language in classical Chinese. The third elder was silent for a moment and then nodded. Okay. Since I came here. I don't want to leave empty-handed either. I hope that the Mu Shio you were talking about is the Mu Shio. You can also have 10-star talents. See, the third elder agrees. Mu Shioda quickly said to Mu Dao. Unfair. Go and call Xiaoyu quickly. Compared to training an emperor's son. The Presbyterian Church is definitely better than Mushu. Mushio was not doing well. Mu Shioda felt that Mu Shioda was not very good. Let the Mushu you mentioned still possess a 10-star talent. See, the third elder agrees. Mu Shioda hurriedly said that Mu Shio was not very good. Unfair. Go and call Xiaoyu quickly. Compared to training an emperor's son, the Presbyterian Church must be higher than him as a Muslim. I don't know how many levels there are. If Mu Shio can still be favored by this third elder. That's definitely more than those who stayed in Mu Xiang. Ken Kwai. After receiving the news, Mu Shio came to the hall. Third elder. This is my grandson Mu Shio 1. It's also Xiaoyu's kiss. After saying that, Mu Shio looked at Mu Shio again. Small talk. I haven't met the third elder yet. Although I don't know who this third elder is. But my grandfather said so. Mu Shio also hurriedly faced the three elders. You are welcome. The third elder beat him with nothing. Then he took out a palm-sized bracelet. The emperor returned it to Mu Shio. Take him with you. Can test your talent. This is a test bracelet. The same smile as in the test world. Mu Shio returned the attack result bracelet. Then he took it with him. Relax. Close eyes. Don't think about anything. As Mu Shio also started testing. That bracelet on your hand. Phone calls also started happening. Green, blue, purple light flashes, but it only took a moment to reach the golden light. That's not all. Soon the golden light dissipated. What appears as a dull light. The lusterless light represents Mu Shio 1's talent. The lowest is 8 stars. Although not as good as 1/10,000th of Mu Shioyu's. But an 8-star talent can be considered a genius in today's world. Although the 8-star talent is not weak. But how can it be compared with Mu Shioyu, who has a talent beyond 10 stars? The third elder gave birth to a lifetime of fetuses, and thought of Mu Shioyu being taken away by a powerful person. I don't know how it will develop in the future. Talent is revealed by organization. But now there is Mu Shioyu, a being who transcends 10 stars. He even looks down on 8-star talents now. However, at this moment, the bracelet in Mu Shiowan's hand suddenly flashed with a hot white light. Instantly drowned out the rest of the light. The third elder suddenly looked at Mu Shio in shock. A look of ecstasy flashed across his face. The king of more than solid. Wang Ji's talent. Solid talent and above. It belongs to Wang Ji. Except Wang Ji. There are also Wang Ji and prefecture levels. Except for people from the Presbyterian Church, there is no one in the whole world. This is what the Presbyterian Church has experienced over and what is known from the information of all races. Never spread the word about the empire. Has been kept in the highest secrecy of the Presbyterian Church. Hearing what the third elder said, Mu Shioda was also a little shocked. Wang Ji's talent. Is this a talent beyond 10 stars? He thought that Xiao Hai's talent might not be suitable for him, but I never thought about Xiao Hai. Like Xiaoyu, he has a talent beyond 10 stars. He was so excited. His Mu family actually produced 2 talented people who were above 10 stars. What a harmful time this is. Xiaoyu and Xiaohai are here. His Mu family will definitely become the top family in the future. Even the Presbyterian Church. I guess they don't dare to offend their Mu family easily, but there's just one thing. Mu Xiaoda is indeed a little confused. Since Xiaohai also has a talent beyond 10 stars. Then why did the senior take Xiaoyu away? But I didn't take a fancy to Xiaohai. Is Xiaoyu's talent even stronger than Xiaohai's? How does he know? Mu Xiaoyu has awakened your world and filled it with blood. Although today, it is only less than 1/10,000th that I have woken up. But I'm afraid it's only less than 1/10,000th. Mu Xiaoyu's talents have all reached the prefecture level. In the future, as the world becomes full of blood, more and more people will wake up. Mu Xiaoyu's talent will only get stronger and stronger. But Mu Xiaohai did not wake up and the world was filled with blood. The talents he is currently testing are all caused by your normal blood being full. Actually, don't talk about Mu Xiaohai. Now any Mu family member comes to test his talent. It will not be less than the implementation. After you break through the stillness of heaven and earth, the blood that belongs to you and their bodies has been aroused when it is full. Although there are strong and weak. But the weak ones will not be lower than the level of implementation. Ahaha, good. As expected, this old man from the Mu family did not come here in vain. After the third elder was passing by, I immediately laughed out loud even though I missed Mu Xiaoyu. But now another Mu Xiaohai appears. It's really 12 rich virtues. At this moment, Mu Xiaohai was also a little busy. He never thought that his talent would be so valuable. But the real time is right in front of him. Even if you don't believe it, you still have to believe it. Mu Xiaoda came to Mu Xiaohai with little excitement. Patting his shoulder. Well done, Xiaohai. I didn't expect you to be like your sister. They are all talents that transcend solidity. From now on, the future of my Mu family depends on you too, brother. Mr. Mu. How about I bring this child back to the Presbyterian Church and raise him? Don't worry. With Xiaohai's Wang Qi talent, our Presbyterian Church will definitely keep close contact and do our best to cultivate him. Let him break through to the level of dignity as soon as possible. Third elder, although I also want Xiaohai to go to your Presbyterian Church. But it depends on what Xiaohai wants. My Mu family will not force Xiaohai. I also hope that your Presbyterian Church will not force you to do so. After saying that, Mu Xiao looked like Mu Xiaohai. Xiaohai, what do you think? Do you want to go to the Presbyterian Church? At this moment, Mu Xiaohai was a little dazed for a moment. He whispered it for God's sake. I want to participate in the examination. 3 classical elders while. How about changing the child? Joining the army has been of great help to Wu Dao although. But the risk is also huge. You now only have the 8th level of the acquired realm. There is always a risk of fate in the military. You see. How about you follow me to Kyoto? I arranged for you to enter the best university in my university. How about Kyushu University? However, Mu Xiaohai shook his head. Zhang Dingjiatai said. No. I don't want to go to college. I want to join the army. Have no choice. The third elder can only think of Mu Wang as Mu Xiao. Mr. Mu, why don't you circle the circle? Classical Chinese Mu Xiao smiled. Third elder, let him join the army. This is also this child's dream since childhood. This. Oh well. That being the case. Then you can follow me back to Kyoto first. When you get to Kyoto, I will arrange for you to go to the war zone. At this time, the third elder could only compromise. But that's the rear area that belongs to Dasha. Compared with the other 3 war zones, it will be relatively peaceful. Third elder. I want to go to Beijing war zone. Go to Beijing. No children allowed. If there are other war zones, I can make arrangements for you, but the Beijing war zone. Definitely not. Mu Xiaohai's expression in classical Chinese is filled with confusion. What is the current situation in Beijing? Except for the senior executives of Oshida. No one knows yet. After all, this situation. If it spreads to China, it will definitely cause unnecessary panic. The situation in Beijing is not good now. I don't know what happened to Yuzu. The crazy attack on Beijing started a month ago. 1 million soldiers in Beijing have sacrificed as many as 100,000. If it hadn't been half a month ago, the Presbyterian Church dispatched 4 leaders of the Dragon Group to Beijing. Temporarily stabilize the situation. We still don't know how many soldiers will be sacrificed. The Dragon Group is Axiago, made up of the most elite group of geniuses. Every member of the Dragon Group. The minimum is the existence of 8-star talent. They are all great hopes. Hearing what the third elder said, Niuziyud and several others were shocked in their shield postures. Since the Yu clan has attacked the Beijing theater, how so? It's empty, but it's in the Beijing war zone. Mu Xiaoda looked ugly. Mu Xiaoda looked ugly. Niuziyud is his grandson. Before Xiaoyu and Xiaohai tested their talents, he had great hopes from Niuziyuji. Mu Xiaoda also looked worried. Look at his father. The 3 Wang elders were also unanimously silent. Don't know what to say. Soldiers who died in Beijing. We will notify the family members one by one, since you haven't received the message. That means your grandson should be fine now. Mr. Mu doesn't have to worry too much. After speaking, the third elder looked at Mu Xiaohai's child again. I will also tell you the current situation in Beijing. Do you still want to go to Beijing now? Mu Xiaohai from dead guest is still in throes of violence. The situation in Beijing really shocked him. But Mu Xiaohai still said firmly. If you go, I will go to the Beijing war zone. And my eldest brother is also in Beijing. I'm going to find him. Although Beijing is dangerous. But only under such circumstances. Only then can I dance and progress to spirituality and become a strong person soon. If it was before. After knowing the situation in Beijing, he will definitely not choose to go to Beijing again. But now. After knowing that he was Wang Ji's natural talent, Mu Xiaohai's mind changed. Afraid of becoming strong. Be the strongest in the event. My sister has been taken away by that mysterious senior. With my sister's talent, she will definitely be much stronger when she comes back, as a brother. She doesn't want to fall behind her sister. Mu Xiaoda forgot about the firmness in his grandson's eyes. In the end, it can only turn into a lifetime of exploration. Nothing more to say. Third elder. Let her go to Beijing. Okay. Since you Mu family all agree, I don't have much to say, old man. Come with me back to Kyoto first. At that time, I will arrange the album to send you to Beijing. After everything is explained clearly, the third elder did not stay too long either, taking Mu Xiaohai directly on the journey to Kyoto. After the 3 elders and others left, only Mu Xiaoda and Mu Xiaoda are left in the court. Niuziyud looked at his father. I didn't ask. Father. Do you really want Xiaohai to go to Beijing like this? A look into much wee. Just let him be. He has his own ideas. This time I will also go to Beijing. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to Xiaohai and Kair. Hearing this, Mu Xiaoda suddenly made great achievements. Don't bother asking. Father. You're also going to Beijing. That's right. Even if I enter alone, I'm still at the top of the list when the country is in trouble. I don't care about it. If it was before. He's the only one who has great cultivation level, even if I go to Beijing. It's just an extra pile of ash. But it's different now. Now he is the pinnacle of obedience. No matter how big or small the strength is. Still in the same family. They are all standing at the top. These are thousands of groups from the new sky. Although there is no peerless snatcher above the followers. But their followers are indeed much more than Daxia. Let the big downforce be obeyed. If Beijing had more compliance, it would reach the top. Practicing to face the universe will naturally reduce a lot of pressure. Unrighteous. After I went to Beijing, the Mu family will be left to you in Wudan. This is a construction method that was passed down to me before. I'm already down. Practice well. Mu Dao takes over the technique. Nodding seriously. Don't worry about paying it. We will definitely practice well. You won't be disappointed. Other side. After hearing that Mu Xiaoyu was taken away by a mysterious robber, everyone in the Presbyterian Church was furious. No fuss. It's just nonsense. No matter how much it costs to find it. We must find this person. Bring Mu Xiaoyu back. Daxia. Cat's Mountain, bottom of the sky. 7 days have passed since I left the Mu family. These 7 days. You have been teaching Mu Xiaoyu. I taught him many things about cultivation. Mu Xiaoyu has lived up to your teachings. In just 7 days, he has cultivated to the peak of the Jade Sky Realm. It was at that time that I broke through to the sky-breaking realm. This is not. When I have a breakthrough, I will run in front of you and perform Yao Kong. But it's just a breakthrough to the void realm. What's there to be happy about? I'll be happy when you break through to the saint. Hearing this, Mu Xiaoyu's expression became right. You must know that it took 7 days to break through to the sky-breaking realm. If this were an ordinary person, even if it takes several years, you may not be able to do. Saint. What state is this? When you hear this, you shudder slightly. The peak dance of Oshita is the venerable, and above the venerable is the saint. Dance saint. Is the saint. Dance saint. As soon as these words came out of Mu Xiaoyu's face, a trace of longing for death was recorded at the same time. But the ancestor, I must be a saint, right? Hearing this, you touched Mu Xiaoyu's head. Ancestor, I am not a saint. You will naturally know when you reach this state in the future. I don't know if there are any strong men of this level among my subordinates now. There is no dancing saint in Dasha. On the day you return to Blue Star. Regarding the current situation on Blue Star, it can be said that it is already clear. It's not just that there are no dancing saints in Dasha. Even among Wanzu, there is currently no dancing saint. Because the current Blue Star is not enough to give birth to a dancing saint. Blue Star zero energy recovery gathering essence. It's just a matter of 10,000 years. Wanting to give birth to a dancing saint in such a short period of time. Obviously impossible. But it's far from what you observe. The birth of the dance saint should be soon. No more than 10 years at most. There is no dancing saint. We humans want to resist the invasion of Wanzu. I'm afraid it's too difficult. I also know that there are no dancing saints in Dasha. Mu Xiaoyu also became a little worried. Xiaoyu, are you worried about Dasha anymore? Yes, ancestor. We have been oppressed by Wanzu for so long. I really don't know what will happen if this continues. Rest assured, it's not as simple as you think. Say it again. But because the little Wanzu is not worthy of you at all. And you can feel it. It's not as simple as you knew before. Dasha is currently recovering. It was only during the battle with Wanzu that I was able to awaken. If you take action rashly, this dragon about to awaken may sink into the water again. Alright, small talk. Now you have also broken through to the sky-breaking realm. Blindly resting hard will only have a limited effect on improving one's realm. Next, you're going to go abroad to make love. Let's experience the road ahead. I want to go further by practicing it too. You definitely can't do it just by working hard. I also went through battles. You can understand more only if you can grab the Zhang phone. Okay. I'm almost suffocated just staying here on the edge of the mountain. Ancestor, where should we go to practice? It's not us but you. I won't be with you this time. It's all up to you. As for where to go, let's go to Beijing. There's a war going on there now. Just right for you now. Saying that, you slide lightly into the void. Suddenly in Mu Xiaoyu's shocked eyes. Suddenly I saw a hole appeared in the sky. It's like it was torn in half. Go in. The lens there is Beijing. Ancestor, can you go in here? There won't be any danger. We'll arrive in Beijing soon. After saying that, you directly picked up Mu Xiaoyu. Then he was thrown directly into the hunting wind. Ancestor, why are you like this? I'm not ready yet. Hunting in the wind. Here comes Mu Xiaoyu's colorful teachers and students. As Mu Xiaoyu was thrown in. This hunting wind also slowly disappeared. The 5 sacred certificates about to awaken. Meng Ranjian, your eyes are still looking at the ground. Protected clothing passes through layers of earth. It's just that the underground is in your sight. A transparent crystal gate stands in the underground space. There is a man in white clothes lying inside the crystal pass. Seems breathless. Protected clothing is as good as the dead. But you know. This is not a dead person. That holy aura that he exudes. It means that the child is sleeping for some unknown reason. And the person will wake up in the next 10 years or so. Sure enough, it's not that simple anymore. I don't know who it is. What is the reason for him to sleep here? The reason why you brought Mu Xiaoyu to this mountain to rest. It is precisely because you found the child sleeping under this mountain. And besides here. Across the country he found similar people in deep slumbers. Although I haven't explored it carefully. But just what you find is not a good thing. Now Xiaoyu has gone to Beijing to practice. When the time comes, we need to see who the sleeping person is. Only your figure is confused. Disappeared directly in place. When he reappeared, he had arrived at the crystal joint. Is Xi Jing a forced crystal pass? It really was designed. Xi Jincher can be regarded as a master of leveling in both endless and curse. Even Du Jia, the 7 great powers, would be excited. I didn't expect that someone would use this column to create a pass. As long as those acupuncture practitioners know about it, they won't be angry to death. It's so sorry. Anyway, it won't take you a few years to wake up. In this case, it's better to wake up now and explain the confusion to others. After you finish speaking, you lightly line up against the crystal gate. Suddenly, the crystal gate is strong as iron suddenly opened violently. Not at this time. When will I send you my lifelong congratulations? Directly into the ears of the sleeper. With the rupture of the crystal barrier, a powerful breath came out. The sleeping man in white suddenly opened his eyes. Sat up. Afraid to look around. Confusion and confusion revealed in eyes. When he sees you standing in front of him, Lanzi suddenly became alert. Who are you? Why die again? Take it easy. No ill will towards you. Why do you fall asleep again? How long have you been sleeping again? The man who smelled the eyes also looked confused. Because I just woke up. His memory has been blurred for a day now. Can't remember anything at all. How old is it now? 122,024. Has it been more than 10,000 years? You were a little surprised when you heard this. Are you a person from before Blue Star Zero energy was revived? Do you think this person is from a few thousand years ago at most? But what this man said, it clearly means that he was a person who lived more than 10,000 years ago. But it's only been 10,000 years since Blue Star Zero Chi recovered. In that era thousands of years ago. How could there be a dance winner? Has Zero Chi started to revive again? Looks like it's officially time for me to wake up. Lanzi's face showed a trace of excitement. Zero energy recovery means that the ambassador is about to fall. And the reason for his deep sleep. It is precisely because of this that in his time. Blue Star still has zero energy. It's just that it has gradually moved towards silence, even before he falls asleep. All the zero air on the Blue Star has been dissolved by tears. The existence is not suitable for practitioners at all, not allowed below. He could only choose to let himself fall into a deep sleep. Until the next ambassador comes. Although this choice is dangerous. It's possible that I won't be able to wake up for the rest of my life, but at that time they had no choice. If you don't. What awaits them is nothing more than lifetime relief. Until death. Fortunately, he made the right bet. Thank you very much. I will be with you next time. Li Bai. I didn't know there was a famous party. You were even more frightened when you heard this. Your name is Li Bai. It's down there. You know me. Li Bai also died of a fright. This era is far from his era. But more than 10,000 years have passed. There are still people who have heard of his fame. No. Of course I know. I just don't know you, Li Bai. Is it the Li Bai that this emperor knows? What I know about Li Bai. Known as a realization of Li Tai Bai. No. Qingyan lives in the world. I don't know if it's separated. False name, false name. Seeing you boasting so much. Li Bai is also a little embarrassed. Just big and small. You can be sure of the construction and decoration. This Li Bai is the Li Bai that I know. If it weren't for you, you would be considered a person from thousands of years ago. If it were anyone else, I'm afraid they wouldn't even know the time when he came to you. It was also an era when dance was rampant. Hey, it's a long story. Although there was dance in my time. But it's already in front of the camera. At that time, Phase 0 had already begun to cry. It is difficult for ordinary people to get into dance. I can only do some laughter that strengthens my body. If I hadn't started from, I accidentally got the technique from an ancestor. I can't even reach this level of cultivation now. It was only when I broke through to the dancing saint. It is already obvious that I have moved further south. Because the 0 period has completely broken down in tier. I knew it then. My dance journey has reached the camera. If this continues, it's nothing more than living a few more years. I'm very unwilling. Finally reached the realm of dancing saint. How could it end like this? In the end, I chose to sink into the water. I hope that in the future Sujincher can see 0 issue Fusu again. He came to the blue star of the stock market. He is also an ambassador of Hamlet. What are your plans next? Classical Chinese leap fell into silence. He is a vegetarian. I have no idea about the current situation outside. He doesn't know what he should do next. 2 wines. Levi still spoke. Since the 0 issue has become commonplace, of course I want to pursue the peak of dance. Levi, the bully talker, also felt the 0 period circulating in the air. So thin. Now that the 0 period has returned to secular life, naturally, it is still in a very thin state. But it probably won't be long before the next 0 issue comes to the west. By then, it will naturally suit the saints and saints. Cultivation by people above saints. Classical Chinese Levi nodded. But then he suddenly remembered. Ali said that at the current level of 0, it should be impossible for a dancing saint to be born. I don't know how anyone breaks through this realm. Although we can't feel your specific state. But what is certain is that your level of dancing will definitely not match his. Even above the saints. Otherwise, it would be impossible to find him sleeping. When you hear this, you shudder slightly. The local situation is very special. This is not what you should know. It was then that Levi discovered that you actually called yourself a local. Are you at a low level of dance? With what he knows. Dancing low is the pinnacle of dancing. Even in his time, no one had reached this level. Only in more distant times did Wu Di exist. Coco, please smile. Does Wu Di also match you? But you're too lazy to explain. Alright. The current situation is not very optimistic. Now that you've woken up, just go and share the pressure for Joshua. Then you will overthrow the current situation. After listening to what you said, Joe was born in anger immediately. Wanzu is due. This damn group. I didn't expect that you are still invading me now. When yen, you didn't steal $1 trillion. What do you mean? Could it be that in your time there were also Wanzu entrance periods? In my time, there was no such thing as Wanzu. But it did happen before that. At that time, we humans also suffered heavy losses. Fortunately, Wanzu was beaten back in the end. I guess it's because of Wanzu's entry period. That's why Ling Chi cries. And when they discovered that Blue Star's 0 energy had begun to cry. Maybe I'm not interested in Blue Star. So I never invaded again. I just didn't expect it. This time there was 0 energy recovery. They came again. There's meaningful anger in Joshi's eyes. But for Wanzu's anger, whether it is the stock market or now, as long as you are a servant, there is probably no one who doesn't hate Wanzu. He comes. This is someone secretly watching Dasha. Do you not want Dasha to rise? But there is a local. No matter who you are, you can't stop the rise of Dasha. If you don't come back, I'm afraid Oxia will be a lot more vicious this time. Even if it is not blocked. It is estimated that it will also become a friendly society, but it's a pity. You are back. The manipulator behind the scenes wants to stop the rise of Dasha. Then I also need to ask you whether you agree or not. Now that you know this, it will be helpful. Nowadays, the strongest person in Wanzu is only the venerable level. Just go and teach them a lesson. No matter how many venerables you have. For those who are left dancing this week, not even in Lu's eyes. I am afraid that only the winner will come out. Worship Dai ran as a child. In ancient times, it's a pity that he hasn't fought against Wanzu before. Unexpectedly, when I woke up this time, I encountered a Wanzu invasion. Then let him, as the founder of the Youth League, think of Che Wanzu. Fellow Taoist, what about you? Me? Children must fight. It's not good for adults to interfere. In your eyes. The Wanzu that appear now are just in Lu's eyes. You're not so dissatisfied that you're going to attack them, even if I have to take action. They also attack the people behind them. I was speechless for a moment after hearing this. That's right. In this case, fellow Taoist, go down again. Dissolve. The sound of worship also disappeared. Looking at the disappearing figure of Jojo, you lowered your voice. It seems that it is necessary to go to the other side of the void restart locally. Originally, you didn't pay much attention to Wanzu's power and purpose. But I just learned from Zhou Qi's mouth. In ancient times, Wanzu had already received spirit. This makes you interested in Wanzu Yelai. You want to see what is behind this Wanzu. Who is plotting Hualan Xi again? Think about it. You also disappeared into this underground space. Beijing. There are 2 armies in front of each other on the border. One of the parties is the million-strong army in the Beijing war zone of Dasha country. The leader is a middle-aged man. The cultivation level of the Venerable Jianfeng Jin is exactly that of his fellow commander in the Beijing war zone. There are 4 men and women behind Ji Tianming. It is the 4 ancestors of Longzhu who volunteered from Kyoto. Every one of them is the pinnacle of the Venerable. Except for these 5 people. He has more than 10 Venerable masters. It's just that they are all the progress of the late Venerable. These people are all generals in the Beijing war zone. Opposite Ji Tianming and others are millions of Yu clan troops. The leader of the clan is a Venerable peak. Named Yu Meng. Except for Yang Meng. There are still 6 sages in the clan who are at the peak, as well as nearly 20 Venerable mid to late stage powerhouses, I have to say. The strength of the Yu clan is indeed strong. Beijing alone cannot compare with it. Although if all the combat power of the whole army is gathered together, it's no problem to deal with the Yu clan. But no. This Yu clan is just one of the 10,000 clans. Although there are not many generals from all races on Blue Star. But there are also 10. The strength of each one is not much different from that of the Yu clan. Facing a Yu clan leader, you have to go all out. If these 10 tribes all attacked it's really hard to resist the current situation. Today, Ming looked at Yu Mang and the Yu clan's Daju and across from him. Gao Shang knew he. Yu Mang, do you, the Yu clan, really want to start a war with me? Ha ha ha, it's not like starting a war. But from now on in Beijing, my Yu clan will. Either you lead the army and retreat from the tribe, or just stay here. Yu Ming smiled politely. Even his Yu clan didn't take it seriously. Not to mention all races. If it weren't for someone stronger than the Venerable, he wouldn't be able to come here. Dasha has already been given face-to-face by them, although all the races unite to defeat this big enemy. Not a problem. But Oshida's desperate resistance. It will definitely make them self-esteem 800. So until now, Daxiato still exists, so Yu clan have such a big appetite. Beijing is our territory. If you want to conquer Beijing, you have to step over our corpses. That being the case. Then the war horse. Let me test your strength as the commander-in-chief of Beijing. Sacrificing heaven and uniting for a lifetime. Fly into the air. Yu Meng is afraid of you, Tajir. Behind the 2. All the venerable and powerful men erupted with terrifying momentum. In one moment, the entire battlefield in Beijing, they are all the auras that try to make the venerable become the strong one. Make people feel powerless. Today, Beijing should respect me and my family. A great man for life. Yu Meng rushed towards Ji Tianming mansion in an instant. Cold light flashes in the hand. A spear made of some unknown sect appeared. It is forbidden to offer sacrifices to Tianming. The leader's spear shines like a void. Let Ji Tianming have a lighter expression. The deep shadow of Tianming flashes. Instantly dodge Yu Ming's attack. Then with my own hands. By Bing's sex often appears. Void battle. Suddenly. The two attacks collided in the void. A shocking loud noise broke out. This is a battle between Tianming and Yu Ming, other venerables from both sides. A fierce battle also broke out in the void. Came to support the dragon team. The 14 leaders faced each other from the Yu clan. The 4 venerables conquered the strong man. Venerable mid-late game versus venerable mid-late game. One side of the binary tribe. Regardless of whether it is the venerable Yin, is it still the existence of the venerable in the middle and the quantity is always greater than that of the next largest party. The war is just the beginning. Daxiafang has already fallen into absolute disgrace. You go and help Yu Ming palm this sacrifice to Tianming. I'm going to deal with the other venerable people in the next generation. Falling in love with a respected member of the clan. I casually killed one of the big ones. After the strong man in the middle stage of the venerable, talking to another venerable person next to him. Okay, quick fix. Today, Beijing must be captured. Yu Fan nodded. He rushed directly to the battlefield between Yu Ming and Ji Tianming, offering sacrifices to Tianming. Suffer death. Unprepared for speed. Ji Tianming was already hit by Yu Fan's attack machine. The whole person flew out instantly. Blood in the mouth and spitting out cloth paper. With the clan, you are really beaten by Ji. Ji Tianming fought hard and got up. Looking at Yu Ming and Yu Fan in front of me, and other battlefields. The whole new world sank to the bottom in an instant. Is Beijing really going to turn around today? At this moment, capitalists must live and die want to withdraw from the battle. Ji Tianming turned around and looked. The face shield is extremely ugly. Landowner. Sacrifice to Tianming with a sad loud voice, a leader of the direct dragon clan. Under the siege of Dianfeng, the 2 sages of the tribe. He was already beaten to pieces and his body was removed. The sky is filled with empty bowls, like half of the falling clouds. 7 tails are incomparable. Landlord long dead. It was also the reason why the 3 team leaders and the great venerable ones were extremely angry. However, they had no half-heartedness. At this moment, they are all under siege by the powerful men of the Feather Clan. There's no way I could be born again. Even they themselves want to escape intact. All extremely difficult. The big monkey who worships Tianming in the wrath. A sudden burst of energy. From being as thin as the wind, rushing straight and violently. With clan. I am a bad force with you. Even if you die today, you will also have to pay a heavy price. Completion time. Shout out to kill the dead. All Daxiao warriors. They all rushed into the Yu clan army regardless of life or death. Other side. A special plane flying from Kyoto dropped to 0 in Beixiong City. Di Laoisha walked out of the special plane. It was the 5th elder of the Presbyterian Church and Mu Xiaohai Hu. 5th elder grandpa. Is this Beijing? This is not Beijing. It is the closest city to Beijing. It is not possible to go directly to Beijing. So we can only arrive at Beixiong City first, and then arrive in Beijing. When Yan and Mu Xiaohai nodded. Although he doesn't know why. But he also asked more questions. Go to Beijing from here. It only takes about half an hour. Let's go. After speaking, the 5th elder grabbed Mu Xiaohai, just like the wind, flying relatively far away. However, when the 5th elder brought Mu Xiaohai to Beijing. When the land is won. I didn't see the person I was looking for. Not even a soul was seen. What's going on? Where have everyone gone? The 5th elder is full of goods. I also have this bad feeling in my heart. Just then. There was a strong momentum wave coming from the border. When the 5th elder's face became a little brighter. Not good. This family actually opened a long seat to me in Beijing. Don't choose to wait and get it again. Wait for me to come back. At this moment, the sacrifice to Tianming is being carried under the influence of the venerable master, already seriously injured. Even one arm is broken. The entire human soul is filled with the spiritual power of the first blood. There are so many people to explore. Oshida's army has suffered more than 300,000 casualties. The age reduction that the venerable has entered has killed and injured the big board. Even the 4 leaders of the dragon clan were speechless. The leader of the helicopter team is still crying and persisting. A smile appeared on the masked face. Hum 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 Susu Dasha. I also want to block the footsteps of my clan enemy, since you are always looking for death. Then I'll give you a treat. What? None of the servants will be left behind. Are you dying? With the attack on Mongolia, the age decreases. At this moment, Ji Tianming also had no power to resist. I can only wait for death. Just when Yu Ming's attack was about to severely weaken the envoy of Tianming. Suddenly there was a message from a distance called reward for a lifetime. Stop. The sound of class has stopped. As soon as the sound comes, it also appears instantly in the application for Tianming. Will Yu Ming's attack be given to the party? The visitor is naturally the Presbyterian dance elder from Kyoto. With the appearance of Elder Wu, a powerful momentum swept the entire battlefield. Both sides of the previous battle also stopped one after another. Looks like Elder Wu. Is this our Yuan Jun? A kind of warrior from Daxia saw Elder Wu. They all showed excitement. He thought it was their support channel. Even Ji Tianming shouted excitedly. Elder Wu just followed. To offer sacrifices to Tianming is to smile. Faced with this situation. Even if Elder Wu came, it would be of no use. Although Elder Wu is respectful. But there is only one person in the universe. Although in the previous war, the universe is also a cloud. A venerable person has fallen into the wind. But there is still the venerable dancer Dianfeng present here. Elder Wu alone cannot solve the situation at hand. It is even possible that even Elder Wu will fall into this cloud. Unless the whole Presbyterian Church comes here. Only then can we solve the universe in front of us, but obviously that's impossible. Elder Wu, please go quickly. I'm Chang Lao, please leave quickly. Go back and tell the great elder that the universe has declared war on me. Be sure to be prepared. Elder Wu ignored Ji Tianming's words. Instead, look at the cosmic army ahead. Facing Yu Ming's essay. Universe, you are really going to fight me on stage. Is Daxia Presbyterian Church? You alone want to stop my cosmic army. Trying to tell a dream and Meng sneered. The spear in his hand was swept out with force. Move to Qianmen Rajan. Go straight to Elder Wu. Elder Wu let out a cold voice. The beginning of the card is the sound of a batch of empty. The colossus has been shattered for lifetimes. The entire void is surrounded by light. After a while, the light dissipated. Everyone saw Yun Meng's life and death and Bai Ling retreating. His face also turned slightly pale. There was a hint of shock in Yu Meng's face. He didn't expect this sudden appearance. The people of Daxia Presbyterian Church are actually so strong. No wonder the people in the organization told him, if you meet someone from Daxia Presbyterian Church, don't go it alone. This fighting power is really terrifying. Everyone in the Presbyterian Church is. Fight out from the sea of blood after losing your virginity. They were not only geniuses when they were young, still thinking about waste. For them, fighting on the Moon Festival. It's just a lengthened rice cooker. Retreat now. This elder can assume that this did not happen. Otherwise, the consequences will be self-indulgent. Hearing this, Yu Meng's expression also turned gloomy. Although I alone am no match for you. But my clan and I once again reached the peak of respectability. I'm not the only one. Return to completeness to difference. You three, follow my instructions. The elders of the Presbyterian Church who taught me this. See through this fake Presbyterian guy. Is it really that strong? Next moment. Receive strong momentum. Erupted from the bodies of several people. Directly at the 5th elder. Completion time in the battle situation at the scene. Extremely nervous again. Facing the peak of the 4 nobles of the clan. Even the 5th elder's face was slightly a little pale, although he is strong. One-on-one situation. There is no venerable peak among all races. But in the face of the peak situation of the 4 venerables, even he might have a hard time winning. But although it is impossible to win. But the other party wants to attack him. But it's not that easy. Since you and your clan are determined to have a big start with me. Then fight. The fifth elder became famous all his life. One is no better than the four men. Even stronger momentum. Burst out again. Next moment. The fifth elder's voice trembled and disappeared. It's better to be behind a distinguished venerable person now. Be careful. It doesn't mean that you react immediately. The fifth elder suddenly sensed someone behind you. Use entire body is like a broken wind. I was instantly blown away by the red. Die. Meet the three men. Recorded from time to time. What surprised me was the strength of the fifth elder. He was so angry that it was natural for the fifth elder to clear. Then they besieged the four of them. This person actually dared to take the lead. I simply didn't take them seriously. Kill. The road is going well. The four of them rushed towards the fifth elder with a killing call. For a while, the fight between Shirin and others left the entire void filled with endless fighting. The handover in the void did not affect the rest of the battlefield below. On the ground, the two armies only stopped fighting for a while. Let the war begin again. It's just that the big drop at this moment is that there are only 500,000 groups. More than 300,000 people have been sacrificed in the journey to the universe. And the cosmic army still has millions of people. If this goes on, it's only a matter of time before Dasha bows down. But fortunately, the five elders held back the opponent's four venerable peaks. The remaining sage reached the peak. It is up to the heavenly clan leader of the dragon group to deal with it. This puts a lot of pressure on Sister Giron. As for the name of the god of sacrifice, he has already been seriously injured at this moment. Only one breath left. It's impossible to participate in the battle at all. Battlefield and battle preview. Facing the peak of the four venerables. Even the fifth elder was a little overwhelmed. Now I can only stand up and resist. And it looks like this is going on. Even the five elders bowed down. It's just a matter of time. The five elders hit a venerable man on the top of his legs. And he himself also endured Yu Meng's extraordinary strength. The whole person flew out in an instant. Taisha Presbyterian Church. Nothing more than that. Like Ji knocks away the five elders. It's really scary. And this is just one person from the Dasha Presbyterian Church. Go to hell. The Presbyterian Church of Axia has such combat power, at least some of them are negligent. And the Great Elder among them is even more terrifying. Some decades ago, the Great Elder is alone outside Beijing. The top 10 venerables who fight alone form a group. Not only did he kill 4 people in the flash, even more so, I have whole body and legs. Although he was also seriously injured. But such a terrifying policeman. No one dares to ignore. This is also why Dasha Nango fought during Wanzu's invasion. The reason why I can persist till now. Not a single person in the Presbyterian Church is poor. The fifth elder sneered all his life. If you have the ability, come and have one-on-one time with me. You and your clan only have this ability. I admit you are strong. I'm really no match for you one-on-one. But now, we are in a life and death fight. Who thinks you talked about it? The sound falls. The expression on his face is different from that of Meng Meng. The figure swam and rushed towards the fifth elder again like lightning. Under the long ray dance in the hand. Brought till thunder flashes. Thunder Wanjun. The inner strength drives away the wind and clouds and the electric surrounded by terrifying thunder power. Running away from the fifth elder and running away. Don't be too long. Five elders expression position. Put your hands together and stand in sequence. In the end, he burned a lifetime of burdens. Suddenly a huge long seal appeared. There is a stagnation of heat in the shoelaces. He fiercely pressed towards Yu Meng's formation. In the void. The giant holding the dragon in formation once it takes the light that adjusts the eye stings and drives away the emptiness. The bowl is like a fireworks display. Avoiding excitement. The bodies of both men were exposed at the same time. Appearing in the air. Right now. Yufan and Yuquan, who originally had no action, taking advantage of the fifth elder's avatar. Meng Ran delivered a fatal blow to the fifth elder. Go to hell. All the venerable ones were greatly blessed. They all look farewell. Shout loudly. Fifth elder, be careful. Faced with a sudden attack from 2 people, the fifth elder also did not expect. The attack of the 2 people was right in front of him in the blink of an eye. It could kill him at any time. This is what you compare to me. Directly, the fifth elder suddenly raised a smile. After a lifetime of anger. It looks like he is about to lose some secret technique. Just at this moment, a healthy light suddenly flashed. Eat suddenly for life. The 2 men who were killing the fifth elder suddenly vomited blood. The 2 people's eyes were blank. Tai slowly lowered his head and looked at the nape of his neck. A sword energy wound that penetrates deep into the bone marrow was clearly visible. This sudden scene. Let everyone be unknown all the way. Even the fifth elder, who was just about to die. They all stopped what they were doing. Staring blankly at the scene happening in front of me. Just a quick breath. 2 statues of the clan. The venerable Dianfeng was killed by an unknown sword energy. Falling towards the ground. Whether it's a member of the Yu clan or a member of the Dasha. Looking at this sudden scene. They are all trapped in stupidity. I can't come back to my senses for a long time. After Yu Meng came back to his senses, his face turned pale. Fleeing the void and getting angry loudly. Who is? Sexy Kill Me and the clan leader came out. Yu Meng's angry descendant replied in the void. Everyone can feel Yu Meng's anger. There is even a trace of deletion and fear. Do you want to see me? An elegant voice came from the void. Although not big. But it was clearly transmitted to everyone Zai-chan. As the words fall. Everyone also saw a dark shadow in the sky that slowly appeared. This person is wearing white clothes. Low feet move with the wind. It is common to hold a clear-colored hat. The bowl is like an immortal descending from it. Who is Minnie? The appearance of Li Bai. This person and all the people of the Yu clan were instantly thrown into chaos. Although they don't know how strong Li Bai is. But look at Yufan and Yuquan. They can also imagine it. This person is definitely not something they can deal with. Li Bai suddenly smiled. Didn't answer Yu Meng's words. But to make it clear to Yu Meng. Suddenly a terrifying force directly hit Yu Meng Zhengfei. So that he has no power to fight back at all. Hao Chang's 5 old faces looked at Li Bai with serious expressions. I'm afraid even the Great Elder cannot compare with his strength. Who is Mr. Wu Zhang? Today's name and the last god of the Dragon Clan. I also came in front of Mr. Wu Zhang. Asked with a shocked face. The fifth elder of classical Chinese, Yao Yao, Yao Tu doesn't know. I have never seen this person before. This person's strength may have completely exceeded Zunji's ability. Fortunately, this person is my favorite. If it were people of all races, then it would be really dangerous for me to do it. Yu Meng's face became trembling after being criticized. You are the 5th saint. How is it possible? How could there be 5 saints in Dasha today? Li Bai couldn't help but smile when he heard this. It is indeed impossible for today's Dasha to give birth to 5 saints. But he is not from this era. But Li Bai was too lazy to explain to Yu Meng. Everyone of all races can learn about the wars of all races in the past era. Today, I, Li Bai, will ask you for help. Life is lower than Li Bai moved. Li Bai slowly drew out the sword in his hand. With the strike of the Qinglian sword, I believe that even if they were empty continuously, the sound of a gong sword name came out. The sword of Yamato comes from the sky. Ejian Tenya. 1 sword out of 10,000 swords. 10,000 to the sword. Countless people from the Yu clan died. The rebirth of the disabled sect continues, and as the leader of the Yu clan, Yu Meng. Facing this terrifying sword attack, I can't even pretend to do anything. Not to mention the cheating people of the Yu clan. Just cheating customers. All the members of the Yu tribe are under Li Bai's sword. Why did Yu Meng survive alone? This is the reason why Li Bai stayed behind. Otherwise, it would be impossible for Ping Yu Meng's strength to withstand it. Looking at the scene in front of me. Yu Meng's heart is in low blood. So what if you are to dance survivor again? How long will it take? The remnants of our clan will be reduced to 0. When the time comes, you will be the king. Just wait. Wait until the remnants of our clan drop to 0. The fate of our clan today is the fate of your descendants in the future. Hearing this, Levi smiled coldly. Rest assured. I won't kill you today. Go back and tell you about the remnants of the clan. I, Levi, am waiting for him to come again. Come and I'll kill one. Come 2 and I'll kill 2. After talking about Levi, Liana was not there. Instead, he turned around and prepared to leave. Senior. Seniors, wait. Seeing Levi leaving. Chapter 5. Lalian was born blind and taught Levi. Hearing this, Levi suddenly read the 5 chapters of What's the matter with these servants? Levi still has a good impression of him. After all, they have paid too much for Dasha. If not for them, today's Oxyus still doesn't know what it will become. And he might be killed by people from all races before he wakes up. To be found or even destroyed. I don't know that Senior has broken through to the level of respecting the decree. Chapter 5. The old man asked cautiously. Hearing this, Levi nodded lightly. Good. Now I am indeed in the realm of saint. As soon as these words came out. In Chapter 5, Lao and others died in excitement according to the plan. They are so surprised that someone can really break through to the level of Zuanji. Senior. What is the situation today when Dasha faces the invasion of all races? You know better than you. All the elders of our great Presbyterian church have been trapped in the Venerable Confession for many years. Never able to break through. I wonder if Senior can give us some electricity. If we all break through to the realm of saints, then these 10,000 races are not a problem at all to me. Although your idea is good. But it's a pity. There is no way I can help you break through to the realm of saints. Now you have no way to break through. This does not mean that your talents are not good, but because of the taste of time. After speaking, Levi turned around and left boldly. At the same time, a voice also reached Joan Renda's ears. Want to break through the realm of saints? Currently you only have 2 options. The first is to wait for the leading trend seat in a few years. At that time, you will naturally break through to the 5th level of saints. As for the second kind, there is a senior who can live with you. Break through to the 5th level and become a saint now. But will that senior help you? It's not something I can know, and you may not be able to find him. Bai Bai's words echoed in the ears of Mr. Wu Zhang and others. Let them face each other. They naturally know that leading the trend. As for the senior Li Bai mentioned, an existence that allows Li Bai, a 5th level saint, to call him senior. What kind of existence is that? They don't know and can't imagine. Divide and divide. About this senior. No one is allowed to reveal anything about it to the outside world. Otherwise, military punishment will be imposed. There is also a good place to hide those soldiers who died in the battle. They are all my heroes. After speaking, Mr. Zhang turned around and left. Beijing camp. Mu Xiaohai, the righteous man, is alone here in a daze. 5 elders brought him here and then disappeared. Facing an unfamiliar Beijing, Mu Xiaohai was also a little confused. Just then, the woman's shout suddenly came. Mu Xiaohai was slightly suspicious. The next moment, a fierce mouth suddenly appeared in the sky. A woman was falling from the strong mouth. Such an incredible scene. He couldn't believe it. Mu Xiaohai ran blindly in the direction where the woman was chasing her. Wait until you come to the woman. Mu Xiaohai was stunned for a moment. Xiao Yu heard someone calling her. Mu Xiaoyu leaned blindly stood up from the ground. Wei Tu happened to see Mu Xiaohai's shocked eyes. Same as ancestors. Then he ran towards Mu Xiaohai excitedly, put it into Mu Xiaohai's arms. Elder brother. I miss you so much. And parents and the others. Xiao Yu, why are you here in Beijing? And it still fell out from that strong mouth. It's not like my ancestor actually left me alone. Thrown out from this fierce wind. Next time I see my ancestor, see if I can spare him. Hearing this, Mu Xiaohai was a little confused. What ancestor? Xiao Yu, weren't you taken away by that senior? Elder brother. In fact, that senior is the ancestor of my family. My ancestor told me personally. The ancestor said that his time was too far away from us. We didn't know he was normal too. The sky over the Thunder Sea slowly emerges once it is hidden deep into the sea. Is the void moving? Leihai is a sea area around Beijing. It is also the Tanabata place with the zoo and the spirit clan. After separating from Li Bai, you have arrived here. I also witnessed with my own eyes everything that happened in Beijing. Just didn't take action. Because you know. Li Bai will definitely appear. Looking at the emptiness in front of me, there is a hint of gentleness in your eyes. It's just a portal. It's so mysterious. The so-called void worship. It's just a portal created by Wanzu. The purpose is to emerge from the new emptiness. The wall bearer who teleported thousands of feet came to the southern star. It's just that the power that the current void Chongdong can bear is limited. Only followers and followers below can be sent. As for those who are above the obedience, it is still not possible to descend. Let's take a look locally. Behind this emptiness and trembling. What kind of incident was it? Thinking of this, you no longer hesitate. Take a step towards the void and lift him up. Void reverence can break the wall above, obey and enter. But in your eyes, if even the kid wants to stop you, it's simply impossible. Just when you are about to step into the void, suddenly there is a mysterious power in the earth. I want to prevent you from entering Chongdong and you will be slightly happy. Looking towards the source of mysterious power. Mother Earth? When I feel the source of this power. There was also a trace of shocking death on Bai's face. Although you have never seen Mother Earth, I don't know if there is a so-called Mother Earth on the southern star. But the emergence of this force allows you to be sure. This is the power of Mother Earth. The Su system of Mother Earth. Is it just to prevent you from entering the void? Do you want to block local? You didn't speak. Instead, bots are transmitted directly into the earth and are dangerous. Can't go. Just cheating customers. The memory of Mother Earth comes to your mind. Hearing this, your lips and feet lifted up, showing a sincere smile. Is there anything else in this universe that could be dangerous to you? There is no danger here locally. After saying that, you step directly into the void and move. That so-called resistance has undue influence. There is no such thing as protective clothing. Follow you into the void. There is also a lifetime of exploration in the earth. The danger I'm talking about is not you but Dasha. After a lifetime of helpless exploration, the earth is also calm again. Winter Star Domain Sky Lizard Galaxy. A void movement suddenly appeared in a certain starry sky. With the emergence of Void Chongdong. As soon as the figure arrived, he stepped out from it. There is still true heart. It seems that Shinkong Wanzu is not as weak as imagined. Just don't know. So what if the highest level of chaos in this universe is connected? You can go and have a look when you have time. At this moment, the void in front of you suddenly moved. A large amount of spiritual energy is integrated into Chongdong. Death scene. Even you are a little son. When your mind is filled with reverence, his complexion is slightly lighter. The spirit type C has been advanced. You are a little helpless. Unexpectedly, one of my unintentional actions, it will actually cause the spiritual energy type to explode in advance. Originally, the next spiritual energy type is at least a few years away. Because there is the system of Mother Earth in the void. There won't be any problems in a few years. It's just that no one thought of it. Just because of your curiosity. Break the system of Mother Earth. Gene spiritual energy type C has been advanced. Reiki type C is in advance. This also represents the remnant of the 5 swords in the starry sky. Even the existence of the remaining 5 swordsmen. They can all be sent to Blue Star in advance, at least. This moment. You finally understand. Mother Earth exists. Indeed, why do you keep sleeping? It seems to be because of this Mother Earth. The ones who 5 sword survivors have been unable to summon the Blue Star until now. That's what he said the danger is not local. But Dasha? You know very well that when the remaining one with 10,000 swords and 5 swords comes to the blue star, that would definitely be a huge disaster for Dasha. Because of the great situation at this moment. Except for Li Bai, there is no one left with 5 swords. And Li Bai is also the one who vents his anger on those who have 5 swords left. Even if you become stronger again, you won't be able to defeat all those left behind. I really lost myself in the 7 kingdoms. You smile helplessly. That being the case, I'll just ban you for a year. It just gives you a stable time to develop in the next year. Thinking of this, you no longer hesitate to move lightly towards the void. Move to the invisible forbidden moment formed. It's no problem now. This prohibition has no other consequences. That is to prevent Wanzu's 5 sword survivors from entering. It will not affect the outbreak of the spiritual weapon type mat. This will just allow Dasha to develop rapidly in this year. A year later. Waiting for Wanzu's remaining 5 swordsmen to descend. It's not like Dasha doesn't have the slightest spirit of resistance. After everything is taken care of, graduation means leaving this place. You need to ask those so-called ancestors. Who is behind Blue Star? Logically speaking, Blue Star is just an ordinary planet that cannot exist on an ordinary planet. Why does Wanzu pay so much attention to it? They are about to invade Blue Star at every turn. At the same time, Blue Star. After you enter the void and restart. All the heavy movements of the void on the entire Blue Star are caused by a large amount of zero energy coming out of the line. Agricultural excellence visible to all eyes. This phenomenon soon caused Wanzu and Daxiazu to Daxia Dongbu Longhai area. This is the most powerful Wanzu on the Blue Star. Sea tribe. How strong is the Sea clan? Even Dasha doesn't know. All I know is that the rest of them are lonely listening to the words of the High clan. The Sea tribe's fellow dragons looked at the people around them. Shen Sheng said, who can tell me? How on earth could this be? Why are the zero-tide seats moved in advance? Hear Tong Long's words. Everyone looks at each other face to face. Don't know what to say. Tong Long, although we don't know why zero-chi-tide seat reported the law in advance. But maybe that's not a bad thing for us. That's right, Tong Long. Now that the zero-chi-tide seat has begun to report the Dharma. That means that all the dancing saints in our clan can perform ghost casting. Try this next time and destroy it. Completion time. Many sea race snatchers spoke separately. Taiwan King Tong Long headless scene team. Shen Sheng said, what you said is indeed correct. Only, this zero-energy tide seat suddenly reported the law in advance. I don't know if there will be any surprises. Since zero air came to sue, the zero-chi tide seat will only repay the law once every 1,000 years. Never in advance. This time it was suddenly advanced. He also felt uneasy in his heart. Tong Long, why don't you contact the clan? Maybe the elders will know the reason. Okay, I will contact the clan now. You all go down. Always pay attention to the changes in the void. Same moment. The spirits of other races on Blue Star. It is also a method to report in advance for zero airtight seats. Various meetings were held. A horny cosmic dragon. Yu Mei also contacted their clan immediately. Tell the universe everything that happened. Elder, everything I said is true. There really is a winner of 5 paths in Axia. My cosmic army has been completely destroyed by the opponent. The other side of the universe. The elder obviously didn't believe Yu Mei's words. Appearance is nonsense. Now we are far away from zero airtight. There are still a few years left. How could a winner of the 5 paths be born in Dasha? At this time, Blue Star simply cannot support the birth of the winner of the 5 paths. With Nang, might as well say it. How on earth was my cosmic army destroyed? Elder, why don't you believe it? Everything my subordinates say is true. There really is a winner of 5 paths in Axia. And just now, zero airtight seats have been reported in advance. Elder, don't you know? What did you say? Classical Chinese. With Elder Zhou, he immediately formed an army. Zero airtight seat notification method in advance. I'll go take a look now. If you dare to deceive me, you should know the consequences. Finish. He also cut off the conversation with Yu Yaman with Elder Zhou. Then he moved directly towards the continued space of his universe. More than 10,000 feet. Even Axia discovered the zero-chi tide seat and told him in advance. Kyoto Presbyterian Church. All the elders will gather together again. The great elder looked at the important person and spoke slowly. When you receive the news, zero airtight seats have been reported in advance. All voids outside the country are reset. They all have a lot of zero air and they have a way to do it. Zero airtight seats arrived early. How is it possible that after so many years, zero-chi tide seat has never reported the Dharma fruit in advance? Hear what the great elder said. Shongren expressed disbelief at first. It's just the great elder's affirmation. It really makes them have to believe it. Zero airtight seat notification method in advance. The news has been confirmed to be true. War zones on the border. A large number of warriors have already broken through the realm. Several theater marshals have even. Yin Yinshu touched the threshold of the saint. It is possible to break through to the 5 saints at any time. Zero airtight reporting method. It's hope for him. Must be a disaster. Because although they can use the zero energy tide seat, break through to the 5 saints. But the 10,000 saints of the 5 paths will also lead. There may even be saints of the 5 paths. Presence on body. Such a wall person. Even if they all break through to the 5 saints. I guess they are no match for she. They don't know yet. Although the zero-chi tide seat reported the law. But the 10,000 saints of the 5 paths. But it can't be said. The third elder on the left said. It seems, we also need to go to the border as soon as possible. Strive to break through the 5 saints as soon as possible. No matter what kind of wall breaker will come to Wanzu. Their hands now have work to do. The sooner we can break through to the 5 saints, the better. So, at least I can get in touch with Wanzu. The country is too far away from the border. Zero airtight seats want to arrive in Oshita country. I don't know how many days it will take. Rather than doing this, they might as well clear the border. This will greatly shorten their time. Such an extraordinary moment. The sooner you break through the 5 saints. It's the best choice for them. The great elder nodded. The 4 people watching the fortune telling were right. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You go to the border to break through first. Hearing this, Elder Hua Air refused without hesitation. No, big brother, you are the strongest among us. If you want to break through, you have to go first. As for Kyoto, nothing will happen for the time being. Just let me do the right thing here. In his opinion, the great elder is the strongest among them. We must first let the great elder break through the 5 saints. The first elder interrupted the second elder's words with great hands. The way that cannot be refused. Okay, you go first. Wait until you break through. Come back and change us, please. Get used to seeing a few people. No more forcing. They are all heading towards the border. They have only one purpose. Breakthrough of the 5 saints. Enemy to all races. This moment, still arrived. The sound of the earth comes again. Does Xiao Jiangsheng, how long will you continue to sleep?